are you doing?
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. Very hyped for this match. I've been looking forward to this for days, man.
Yeah, this is the all-encompassing. Who's gonna be on top, so to speak?
Game of Thrones.
Yes, yes. I mean, I just no weddings, no incest. But I think at the end of the day, we're gonna see a new king at the end of today.
Yeah, it's gonna be a hell of a ride for Neon if they are if they manage to clinch this series into their victory. That means that the team coming from tier 3 to tier 2, all the way grinding from the bottom to the top. That's gonna be quite inspiring.
Yeah, yeah, and I'm really looking forward to that, just to see how the teams kind of play in the future and just what the league brings, so to speak. But into this game, like even without this draft, first things first, who did you like going into the series?
That's tough, man. I like I like the numbers to speak to the fact, so I will go for Neon since
Okay.
they're 5-0. And Fnatic, they lost to Boom earlier, which was quite shaky. So that kind of lowered down my confidence on them a little bit. But after that, they did play very well though. So I'm gonna say like I'm just a little bit aging to Neon, just a little bit.
Okay. All right. Now, with the draft, though, and it seems to be like, we were going to see this time and time again with the Ravo IO carry, and then they went with the DJ Elder Titan. This is like, their bread and butter, so to speak, in that phase one. What did Neon do enough in terms of countering this draft?
We don't see the normal hero direct counters like the AA or Ricky or PA, anything like that can kill on concept that can kill IO, but they do have very good heroes that can burst down IO very quickly.
Yeah.
With Windranger, Ursa, and also of course Rupture to lock the IO down. So I was just saying about how top tier teams they counter each hero by concepts, but not with direct hero counter. So I think this would be the kind of conceptually countered system coming out from Neon.
Yeah, I agree with everything you just said there. Okay, my only concern, and I think that there was like this IO, right? In the sense of just how do they contain it, how do they deal with it, and I feel like Neon is like their strategy is just to play faster, right? Like they're gonna take the fight to them, and then just kind of take over, hopefully, the jungle. I mean, I think that that's the game plan they have in mind. I feel like, especially with this Ursa, Bloodseeker, all of these guys are not great. And it's something that you want to see is like a Storm IO, right? Because you're kind of vulnerable in the fact that they can kind of press the advantage, so to speak. So it'll be really interesting seeing how Neon play this one out.
100%. I think this is Neon's best kind of drop or style ever since they pop up in the One Esports C League last year. That was where they already come out and surprised everyone with this very extremely aggressive style. So I think this is the style they are very comfortable with. But if you look at Fnatic, once their timings are up, their team fights are so strong.
Yeah.
On Fnatic side, so that's gonna be scary for for Neon to fight into if they don't have their BKBs timing up.
And this is more of like in the first 10-15 minutes, if Neon are like 40% or close to even of what Fnatic have done, I think that this is just gonna go the way of Fnatic. I don't think that there's gonna be a way to deal with them late game, but I have faith. And I feel like Neon still are the top dogs here, and until they're beaten, let's give them the respect that they deserve.
Yeah, this is always the Neon playstyle, all in for or nothing. They're gonna get like turn this game to 60-40 or 70-30 at maybe minute 20, or they're just gonna lose out. Since Fnatic's draft is for the mid game, and mid lane wise, this is another 50-50 lane that Yopaj he has to have a lead coming out from this laning phase.
And Yopaj is taking a decent amount of damage. Doesn't need to be careful here. But he's got his taunt on standby, which is always great to see from Yopaj.
Just maximum APM. When you're not you're not right-clicking heroes or creeps, you do the taunt.
Like StarCraft, I understand. Like APM is something that they keep track of because it's very important in terms of how people play. But in Dota, APM not as important.
Oh, top lane! Wow.
All right, well, Skem there with very low APM and not able to give away and giving up first blood.
The power of Elder Titan and IO. Like this is gonna be even stronger when the nature order is higher level on Elder Titan side, because that's gonna amplify a lot of the spirit damage.
I mean, the only thing that they did wrong was the fact that DJ got the kill as opposed to Raven. You know what I mean? Like, that's one of those things where you want to give the core, but you'll take what you can get. And I'm sure DJ's quite happy with that one.
Oh, definitely. Oh, all these teams, they have to learn on this, man. The art of kills clear. You always want to try to have your cores on it. Masaros, on the bottom side, he will get a little bit pressured, I think, but I think it's fine. This is a Centaur and Phoenix lane against 2 melees. So I think Ursa, in fact, he's gonna have a pretty tough time at the bottom side to all the cheap harassment coming out from Phoenix.
Right. And, I mean, the big thing here is, and that's kind of throwing it off in the sense of, like, Skem, you know, picking up his Windranger in the second phase. This is after realizing that there's an IO ET. You know that they're going to be the 1 in 5. So they're looking to lane with the Windranger. So what's the thought process behind this?
You just want, you really want a range support to lane against the Elder Titan so that you don't just get the stable gun to harass you off the lane. So I think it's okay. I think Ranger is okay. Just that Ranger 4, you are really gonna be focusing on your shackles to hit in the mid game so that it can really threaten the IO.
Okay. So the rest of the team of Neon, in that sense, have their report buttons ready for any missed shackles, and then they're just going to report right away, right?
Yep, griefing.
And we'll see it in the Overwatch cases. Awesome. All right, but in the bottom lane, we're going to see an Ursa Clock, both melee, a little bit clumsy in that sense. Going up against a Centaur, and Jabs is Phoenix there. So something you need to worry about just because, you know, the Sun Ray and the percentage damage, and Phoenix being very strong as a 4, but who do you give the edge to in that lane?
Oh, definitely to Fnatic. I think Phoenix is very unpunished in this lane, and you can look at how they are just constantly making Nasumi very low, and also Junel. Normally you want the Clockwerk to be able to just solo zone out the enemy post 4, but not when this post 4 is a range hero that have the ability to get off your core.
Oh, but play hard. DJ's looking to just fight this one, and he's been silenced, yes, with the Blood Right, but it's really not a whole lot of damage. And they're going to back off. And Raven, support or carry, I don't even know, but he's actually healing DJ.
Oh, back to the bottom lane. Nasumi got himself up. He's going to start right-clicking Masaros a little bit to force him back and force him to use the mango to stun him. The regen battle is going to be intensive at this bottom lane. Oh,
Johnwell getting very low. Doesn't need to be careful. He's actually backing off, realizing that he's not going to be able to do it. The Phoenix dive forward, the Fairy Fire. He's trying to juke around the tree. Johnwell goes to the high ground. He should be fine. And salve on Jabs, and that should end that. But Natsumi's in a bad spot in that sense. A little vulnerable.
Yeah, you have no help for the next 30 to 45 seconds, so he has to be really careful here, even though he's a little bit healthy, but instantly Masaru said, no, get out of my lane, using the double H to force him back. So very well done by Fnatic for recognizing how well they can go aggressively in this bottom lane.
Yeah, and look at Mazaros. He's already got bracers. He's got Ring of Health already, so his regen is pretty sick with being 18.6. I mean, yeah, he's got a Tango now, but I mean, he's going to be a hard out, so to speak, for Natsumi. Shackle, and it's going to miss the first one he uses, and it looks like he's got the Blood Right, but they're going to look to just focus on the Bloodseeker. Play hard, running for his life right now. He does pick up the rune, so it's a little cheeky there, but he's taking a ton of damage. Needs to be a little bit careful. Even the Centaurs are getting in the action, and with that Spirit just chasing Skem, that should end this.
Yeah, with the heal coming out from Raven, Windranger really doesn't do too much right-click damage. As you can see, she's trying her best to try and right-click DJ or Raven to get them out, but even with the 2 Fairy Fire plus 4 damage, she's actually not doing a whole lot of damage. So especially when Ayo already gotten the Helm of Iron Will with the 5 armor and 5 HP regen, that's perfect to play with DJ.
Yeah, like if they were a little squishier, and the fact that like Raven can actually, you know, tether and just heal like naturally, right? I feel like Windranger is actually gonna have a hard time. So again, goes more to the why they picked Windranger here, and you know, even with the itemization, when you've got 2 Fairy Fires as opposed to like maybe like an Orb of Venom or you know some other way to kind of, or maybe Brown Boots just to kind of hit and run a little bit better, I think that you would have had a better chance, so to speak, as a Windranger 4.
Yeah, definitely. But they're aiming for the mid-game Windranger to pop off, you know, to get to the Maelstrom timing plus BKB. By then, she would be a very big threat to the IO in the mid-game because she has everything to just solo kill IO and run down him. So that's the timing that they are waiting for, but that's gonna be quite long though. And as we say it, Neon, they want to play it fast, so I don't know if that coming is gonna come.
Yeah, but oh, Scam getting so low. He's gonna have to use one fairy fire, but the spirit balls are on point. Moon with a nice rotation secures that one, and Scam not to a good start. 0 and 2.
Yeah, he's only 200 gold away from the Hound of Dominator recipe. So by the time he's gonna be very strong, if he could find a Satyr or anything like that, or the healing Colbert thing, he's gonna farm very fast on the map, and also brings a lot of killing potential to his team.
Okay. But Januel only level 2 right now. Moon, on the other hand, is making his way back into the mid lane. Just a little bit of a skirmish here. Flame Guard chains. They're going to look to commit for this. Nice shackle there. They do find Moon in the power shot, and that's a nice rotation, and Yopaj will secure that kill.
Yeah, this is the pretty solid disable that Neon have. They can chain him down, hook shot him, and also shackle him. But for Neon to get a kill on Storm 3, they will have to commit a lot. So that's the biggest worry for me. So when you are dumping so many things on the Storm, who's gonna be killing IO?
Look at this, the chain, this, the Sleight of Fist doing some work. The Remnant is going to be a little off the mark, and that was just silly. But there's a couple stacks that he does need to be careful about, and he was looking to just steal that, but DJ getting very low, and Papa Raven came in, and, support or core IO, I don't really know, but he's going to just farm that.
IO is there.
He's going to farm that camp there.
Okay, Neon, they saw the stacks earlier, so they definitely want to contest this. Raven already got an Health Dominator, so this is going to be big though. 3-man rotation coming out from Neon. Can they get anything? They don't have the vision yet.
They don't have vision, but this is a pretty big commitment, right? Because Raven could literally just tether away and he should be fine. And yeah, they're going to just fight for this the stack here, but, in the same time, the other cores are just happily farming in the lanes.
Yeah, they have to do this though, even though they don't get a kill on IO, because you just cannot afford to let IO take all these stacks for free. You need to somehow damage him a little bit. So Neon, they are just gonna take away some of the stacks of IO, making sure that he doesn't farm as fast as he want to be.
Oh, but Yopaj comes in with a nice Remnant. The stomp should be on point, but it doesn't really matter because he burns and he dies to Yopaj.
Yopaj maxed out the level on Flame Guard, so he's gonna be able to place himself aggressively in the team fight, and also if he wants to, he can always retreat back to the jungle and farm quite efficiently. So that's one thing. That's one good thing for the skill build. Bottom side, Fnatic is gonna get an uncontested bottom lane, and top side, they are gonna send Phoenix here to defend the lane. So I think Fnatic now they are controlling the map a little bit better than Neon.
Yeah, they're actually doing a pretty decent job. They're applying pressure in both the top and the mid. I mean, yeah, they're going to lose the bottom T1 right now, but Mazaros actually steals that from Moon. Mazaros, buddy. Seems to like he doesn't really care, and Moon will unfortunately not get that last hit there. Natsumi, on the other hand, he's looking to go Battle Fury. Is that the right call?
Oh, definitely. He needs to go for Battle Fury. Like, this hero is nothing without the Fury, so I think it's okay. Even though he knows that they have to play fast, but you still need something for you to scale. Oh, top lane, Yopaj.
Oh, they got the blood right, but he's just going to Phoenix dive away. He should be fine, and I mean, it's going to be hard to kind of deal with him. Even if you rupture him, he's got egg, he has different out, so to speak. But this pressure on the top lane is going to be a little bit of a problem. But it looks like Fnatic have gone elsewhere, and they just don't really care about the top.
Yeah, Fnatic is okay. Storm and IO, they both excel in the jungle very much, so they're okay for giving out the towers. Even okay, never mind. DJ.
Ooh, DJ's just trying to juke, trying to use the vision. He's got the stomp. He does stomp him, but he's kind of like doesn't really have much of a chance to get away. Playhard ends up securing that kill, but DJ's died a couple times as well.
3-man rotation for a post fight. That's okay though. That's acceptable for Fnatic, because if you look at the mini map, everyone is pushing out lanes, and then bottom side Centaur is playing very aggressively. Jabs, he's gonna die to this. Yeah, unfortunate.
With the blood rights. Yeah, so he dies there. So basically, when you say unfortunate, you are saying you are a Fnatic fanboy at this point, huh? Your true colors are showing.
Oh shit! I accidentally review myself. Oh, that's very fortunate for Neon and unfortunate for Fnatic.
Yeah, good save, sir. All right, but Raven here is getting all these stacks. I mean, they've done a good job of that. He's pretty close to Aghanims, about 2,000, a little bit, and change away. I mean, this guy seems to be farming quite well on this IO.
Yeah, he's just skipping a lot of the basic items to go for it because a lot of the IO out there they still buy maybe a casual soul ring so that it keeps him in the map a lot and don't have to keep buying clarity. But he has decided to skip that and just go all the way to the academy because he knows that how strong the timing is, and especially against Neon, like we said, their timing is really mid-game oriented. So if you have the items to defend yourself against Neon in the mid game, that would be really sweet.
Yeah, you're gonna definitely have to go a little bit faster. You're not really gonna have that much of a choice in that sense, because you don't want this Ursa, who's you know, gonna get Battle Fury very soon. You know, he could potentially be on top of you. Plus, you know, Ember, Bloodseeker, all that just makes it very difficult. But that is a juicy stack right there.
Yeah, Ursa is about 600 gold to his Ursa, to his Battle Fury, so he should be getting around a 12 minute Battle Fury, and when he clears the stacks, he's gonna skyrocket and take over the IO. So,
I mean,
very
one thing
important for Ursa to not die now.
Yeah, and Fnatic, one thing that's kind of underrated is the fact that, like, they have so many stacks. You know, their supports have constantly been stacking. All right, here we go. We've got that little stun into the play. Do they get it? The Earth Splitter, yeah, he just gets blown up. No chance to run away. Even with a blood right there, Moon will secure that kill.
And Yopaj is playing very dangerously in the jungle of Fnatic since they saw 3 men on the top lane killing the Bloodseeker. So he's gonna snatch a little bit of the jungle away from IO, but it doesn't stop IO's farming speed though. They are already 3k ahead in 12 minutes now. So,
and it seems like Yopaj is always like a step behind. You know, Raven had already just cleared the stack, so yeah, I mean, you killed it like one time or whatever, and they're not going to be able to stack it the next time, but nonetheless, it's already been cleared, so he's not getting a whole lot of value for being in the enemy jungle.
Top lane, as we can see, Windranger is not going for the Maelstrom BKB kind of Windranger. He's more like the utility one, and he's going for the Vessel.
Yeah. Oh, nice hook shot. They got Moon. They got him cogged in, but it's making it difficult for Yopaj. Nice stun there, just stopping most of that. Moon is actually pump faking it because he's been silenced. And here's this the Stampede. They caught John well. They want more, but I don't think they'll get anything else.
Yeah. I mean, Journal hooks came in a little bit close, a little bit short, because he hooked it, but he needed to instantly push him back to the bullet right for them to silence the storm, but they couldn't do it. And of course, Clockwerk, this is the thing: when you hook it and don't kill anyone, you are gonna die.
Yeah.
As we say about that Ursa, he's getting contested though this deck.
Yeah,
and I think it's not going to give them for free.
The funny thing is, it's only jabs, right? And they're just like, oh, and like Natsumi is like, oh, I'm scared. I'm like not super strong yet, so I can't even deal with, you know, a position 4 support right now. Natsumi, man, you're a big boy. Let's get out there.
Yeah, that's why he calls for his bodyguards. And both Yopaj and Bloodseeker just came right into the triangle to make sure that he gets all the stacks. But he's still 1k go behind of the IO though. That's the crazy thing.
Hey, it's coming down to the stacks, right? Just the amount of farm that he was been able to like provide for the team and for Fnatic and just his farm. Like, there's no way that this guy would be up top without the rest of his team. So while Raven might be like God mode later, and that we've seen that with his past IO performances, but it's really coming with the team helping him support him to get to that level. But it looks like there's a smoke here. They're going to look for him. They found the Centaur. This power shot is going to scout him out. Nice little shackle stopping the tether. They've got Raven where they want him. They got him cogs in as well. Play hard. Actually can't really fight into that. Centaur with a nice little stop there. The Sun Ray's on point.
Way.
And Raven is like just out healing this now. And he's looking to turn this around. And they're not even strong enough to kill him now. What is the problem? Oh my gosh.
They just didn't have enough damage there. Just crazy, man. IO without Academy Centaur, he's already sitting at 1.5k HP plus the Centaur that can help you stun and buy a little bit of time. I can't believe he didn't die there to the 3-man rotation. I guess Neon just had to bring more people. Yopaj.
Oh, the stomp is going to miss. Yopaj is just kind of dodging things. The silence of, you know, the blood right does connect at least onto Mazaros here, but they're just kind of playing with their food in the sense of just not overcommitting, going in and out when they need to. But Yopaj is looking to go in for this. He wants something. He's got Flame Guard, nice little chains onto Mazaros, but that's not the best target. Now Raven is here, and Yopaj is like, all right, okay, maybe we should get out of here. It's a little dangerous. Not able to pick up the rune there. And with Raven there, I think, oh, they found the nice little stop onto John Well. He's going to burn the Earth Splitter as well, and John Well goes down again.
Janna tried to get a Dior there using cogs to scout the heal observer ward, but he forgot that he's not Yopaj. He couldn't get out.
Oh, Yopaj there tried to go for the chains. That was never going to happen, especially with all those creeps there. But here's the Rod of Atos. It does connect onto jabs. The egg is going to be committed on this. And Yopaj's attack speed has been slowed down. Not fast enough to deal with the egg, and he remnants away. The Sun Ray is going to go right onto Playhard, and they've got him. Moon pulls him back. Playhard not getting out of this one. Thought he was fine, and they do the BM tip, and boom, 15 minutes. This game got to another level.
Yeah, this is where the game really starts now. So, just oh my god, look at the damage.
Mazaro's taking a decent amount of damage. He's going to use Stampede, but they look to turn this around. They get a nice little stun here. They found Natsumi. Nice little hook shot by John Well. He's got the cogs, but he gets in. And mind you, Natsumi is already down. Mazaros is somehow still alive. No one has fallen from Fnatic here. And it looks like Raven is just using those Spirit Balls, just trying to find Yopaj, who's been invis. He's going to use the Bottle of the Sun Ray, and he should be fine. Yeah, he remnants back. Playhard's back in the action. The Atos on jabs. They've got the silence. The power shot is going to connect as well. And it looks like they've got jabs, but no, they heal the Raven support / core. I don't know what he is, but he's actually out healing this. And they turned it around, and they thought they had him, but unfortunately not. Oh, he does fall in the end. So if anything, you got jabs.
And they spent on play hard though, so that was a little bit hard. But Masaros once again, can he survive this?
No way. There's too many at this point. But okay, so they got a 2 for 2 on that one. But you got lost Natsumi, which is probably the bigger fish.
Yeah, I mean, the draft for Fnatic, the power is coming to witness now, because they have drafted so many tanky heroes or very hard to kill heroes around the IO. As you can see, they tried to bring down Centaur, but the first time it wasn't successful because of how tanky he is. And then when you dump everything on one guy and couldn't kill him, Storm and IO, they are gonna come in and clean you up. And also, if you don't do the burst damage fast enough, IO is gonna come in with the heal as well. So a lot of challenges for Neon for the next 10 minutes. They have to play their team fight coordination to perfect. Otherwise, they will get punished very heavily.
And I feel like this is a game where Neon, I mean, yes, they're, probably early mid-tier, heroes in that sense. But Skem, once he gets the Vessel, I think that's when they can really fight. You need to stop the healing from the IO. You need to figure out a way to deal with Vessel. Just the percentage damage is great. You need to just kind of have that Vessel item to counter a lot of the item or the heroes from Fnatic. So I think that's going to be, until they get that, I don't really think Neon should be fighting.
Yeah, but they are also very afraid that by every minute they are not fighting, IO is getting bigger and bigger as well as the Storm. Because they have these 2 late game cores that are, the more items that they get, the stronger they are. So yeah. Neon, they're sensing urgency too. So it feels like they have to make something happen even though they don't have the right tools. And when they are not doing this, Fnatic, they are pushing the tempo. They are the one attacking now.
Okay, they got the change to start things off. Bloodright is just going to zone more than anything else. The Shackle does hit, but doesn't latch onto anything. Mazaros is just tanking this. It doesn't really care. They get the T1 with ease. And yeah, Mazaros is starting to hoot and holler with his cheer and taunt. But Moon goes in. He zips back out, and he's a little bit scared. Doesn't need to be a little bit careful. And especially with Natsumi not there, I don't really think Neon really wants to commit for this.
Moon also popped the wait, that's such a long TP from Masaros, but
what?
Neon was hesitating too much. They didn't know how long, they didn't know where is Masaros TPing too. But that was scary. That was very scary. That was a very long cooldown. Yeah, and he was just in front of them.
Well, I mean, just for the record, the reason why it was so long is because he went to the outpost, and that thing takes forever, right? So
6 seconds.
Yeah, 6 seconds, right? So I think that, they were like, he's going to go away. I don't think we're going to kill him or have chains or anything. But Neon, very hesitant with that one.
Yeah, just because they are not sure if they have enough damage to bring down Centaur. So they didn't really want to take the fight. They are doing a big wrap around, though, because they know that they need to skip Centaur and go for some squishy targets.
But they've smoked in, and now it looks like they're kind of disengaging almost, which seems a little odd, right? You want to be the aggressor when you have that and hopefully get the jump there. But, with that reveal from Yopaj there, I don't think they're going to do anything. And it looks like Fnatic are on the hunt. As I say that, Yopaj remnants away.
Now, after the vessel is done, they have to wait for BKB. So it's just a lot of rounds of waiting coming from Neon Esports. When is the time that they are really going to attack? I feel very worried about Neon right now.
Are you worried like Asian dad worried, or are you worried like, like what level? Okay, all right.
I don't know what that is, but don't want to.
Understood. I mean, but that's the thing, is that they had that window their heroes play to a certain timing, and if you don't hit that, I mean, this is what's going to happen where you can't out team fight, you know, Fnatic's lineup, and this could be a very difficult game for Neon.
Definitely. They have to wait for the BKB timings now, so that, you know, the one good thing is Fnatic, their damage are all magical damage, so BKB is gonna give you a very big power spike top lane.
Oh, they've got the spin out, they got the hook shot, they got Moon where they want him, but he's gonna just ball lightning away. They do have the Vessel though. He ball lightnings even further, and he's just gonna TP. He should be fine with 0 mana. And he is away. They've got the Atos on DJ. He's going to be left for dead. The Earth Splitter just trying to just kind of slow things down with the shackles there. DJ goes down. Here comes a TP. It's a very late one. Stampede, they're going to look to turn this around. Mazaros is on the approach. He blinks in. He gets a nice 2-man stun. Double edge onto John Well, and he's looking to fight this one, but he's been shackled. The Blade Mail is going to slow things down. Natsumi's got BKB. He wants to fight this one, but Raven is here, and, you know, Papa Raven, and it looks like Natsumi just TPs away and wants none of this Raven action.
Oh shit, the support is here. Let's get out, guys. Raven, and like everywhere he goes, like Neon doesn't really fight into him right now. If they aren't able to burst down Raven right off the bat in team fight, that's gonna be really hard for them. And you can already tell that Natsumi, he saw Raven, instantly BKB TP out.
Yeah. Like, that's got to be worrying. If you're not the position 1 and anyone, you know, you're somebody else on Neon's team and you're like, your position 1 just sees the enemy position 1 is like, all right, I'm out, and just TPs away.
Yeah, that's very scary. Oh, Moon, can they get
James?
his kill? This is...
Oh, but he's looking to turn this. Moon getting very low. Does need to be careful, but Raven is here with the heals. Yopaj is going all in for Moon. He wants him, but he's not able to out-damage him. He's by himself. It's 1v5. Yopaj has to remnant away. He's getting a little bit low, and it looks like Moon wants to turn around and go for him, but it looks like they're both very low. A lot of action and a lot of fighting, but no real kills.
Yeah. Neon, they are getting really desperate now. As you can see, Yopaj, he knows that Natsumi didn't have to BK me up just yet, but he still feels like he needs to do something there. He still feels like he needs to be... Okay, all of a sudden my perspective went to scam. But yeah, like a lot of disconnection coming from Neon so far. The kill on Storm Spirit that they just made, unfortunately, Windranger's Shaker didn't hit on that. Otherwise, that was 100% a kill. So... Neon, they have to pick themselves up again to go for the one big team fight that can potentially lead them into Roshan. Otherwise, this game is gonna slowly shift onto Fnatic's advantage.
Well, I think it's been more than just slow at this point, going the way of Fnatic, because they've just been on point in terms of just kind of controlling this game. They have not been able to kill Raven. I think of the 3 IO games that I've seen Raven play, I think he's died maybe once or twice in 3 games, which is pretty insane.
Oh yeah, that's the thing about Raven, right? Just not dying at all as carry. Reminds me a lot of Matuma, man, because I think Matuma has this record that he has like what 50 kills and 0 death in 3 games, or maybe 3 series. Yeah, like the degree of consistency is crazy from all these top tier carries. But
I feel like when you say that though, when you say something like that and you just jinx it.
Hopefully not.
All right, Raven gets another kill here. We're playing with a little bit of a fog of war right now. It's having an issue. Natsumi, though, BKB, he's going to look to just go for right for Mazaros. They got the nice little shackle, so they do get that, but it's just the Centaur. I don't really think that's the one you want to go for. I mean, especially with Raven up. They do have the Vessel on him, the nice little shackle on the Raven, but here comes Moon, and he's looking to turn this up. He gets right onto the stem. The Blood Ray is going to be used, but Raven don't care because he's got BKB, and it's a 2-for-1 so far, and Raven TP's out.
Oh, Yopaj wants to get some more.
They got the nice little Yule's play. They found him, and Yopaj is looking to go, and the Atos as well. Jab's got no chance, and Yopaj does secure that kill.
All the ultimates were expanded, mostly all. Actually, just the Phoenix Egg. So maybe Neon can turn these into a Roshan if they are quick enough and decisive enough. But doesn't seem like doesn't seem like Natsumi wants to do it. He wants to farm out the Basher first for the next fight.
All right. By the way, sorry, let's go to main cast as the observer.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I feel like Wepas is asleep at the wheel.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. All right.
The biggest challenge for Natsumi now is that every time he kills one guy, he has to expand BKB or the enrage. And then when after he does that, he won't be able to stay in the fight against Storm, against Phoenix and such. So he has to pick the target for the big for him to take down when he activates the BKB. That's the biggest challenge for Ursa right now.
But he doesn't really have the damage. He doesn't have the items. I mean, yeah, he's got Battle Fury and BKB, but that's pretty much it. You don't really have that burst and something that you want from that Ursa, especially going into the 25th minute of this game.
Yeah. He doesn't have the power to choose on who he wants to initiate on because he doesn't have the dagger. So that's the biggest issue. It's always Fnatic placing Masaros in front of everyone and then forcing Ursa to commit a BKB for him. So I think in this case, Fnatic are doing a very good job in terms of restricting the Ursa in the team fight.
I mean, their positioning's been on point every single time. It's like they've protected Raven. Raven has actually been the one making the saves and the steals. Like, I just want to see a relocate save at one point. I think that'd be crazy done by Raven.
Yeah, that's one thing they can do. And Raven also have the, like, we didn't talk about this, but he completed a BKB so that he stayed alive in the team fight. Because Fnatic, they know how important it is for them to match the BKB timings from Neon.
Like, I don't know how they're going to deal with this guy. I mean, he's going to get hard at one point. I mean, he's got it queued up. And yes, he's a ways away still, but once he gets to that, I mean, his health regen is going to be insane that you can't really deal with this IO carry.
Yeah, not only that his own health regen is going to be insane, whoever he tethers to, you have the insane amount of regen too. So imagine him tethering the Centaur. How is Centaur ever going to die? And that's the beauty of Masaros going for the power tracks. Oh, big fight here.
Oh, the blink forward, and it looks like Yopaj. Very quick rupture on Masaros, though. He's going to just kind of be backed up into this. He turns on Blade Mail, but Raven out healing him. They have the hood, at least, for keeping up Masaros. Doesn't need to be careful. Here's the Sun Ray right onto all three of them, and the Cogs is so bad. He actually trapped his teammates in. Natsumi's looking to turn this around. They found Moon, but he just ball lightnings to the high ground, and Natsumi has to Urshak away. He's running for his life. That BKB is about to go, and he does die in the end. It jabs the chain, just slowing things down. 2 buybacks already from both of the supports. That was a terrible Cogs by John Well.
Yeah, that was a very panic one from General. Ursa died. Like, Fnatic, they're just so well in taking long fights, which is the biggest weakness of Ursa. Oh, Masaros.
Oh, they shackled him. They got him where they want. Here comes the relocate, but Raven is on point. Look at this. 10 seconds. He's keeping him alive. Masaros. He's a support. Carry, I don't really know, but he's making all of the plays. He's not even getting shackled on the second one. Raven is going to just TP away. He relocates out, and he's going to just join the party from the low ground. And they've got Yopaj. They want more. The blink stun from Masaros is a little off the mark, but when you've gotten 4 for nothing, this is looking great for Fnatic.
They need to do Roshan though. Like, their Roshan damage is gonna be very slow, but given that 4 dabs on Neon side, maybe they'll have enough time for this. But anyway, that was a very good fight coming out from Fnatic. The way they just coordinate all their spells together, the target selection by Moon as well, to just go for the Windranger first to eliminate the Vessel presence in the team fight. Those are very accurate calls coming out from Fnatic heroes.
I just love the play of Raven, right? The fact that, like, he's making saves, he's doing things that, like, you previously saw as a position 1, maybe Terrorblade, maybe he sunders, you know, his teammate or something like that, but he's just on point with everything. His positioning's been great throughout, and I mean, when you're what, 4-0 and 12, you're pretty much having a great game.
And also to double on that, like, he already got his level 20, so he'll have the plus 60 spree hero damage. So that's gonna bring a lot more damage to the team and to the table. And this is something that Neon, they cannot afford to ignore this. The more they ignore IO, the faster they are gonna die. But can you bring down though?
They got the blink stun. They found Skem and the shackle, at least on the Masaros, but she goes down. Doesn't really have much of a chance against that onslaught there. But yeah, they're struggling right now. This is not a good position to be in as Neon Esports.
Not at all. We talk about how they need to end the game earlier, otherwise they will fall off against Fnatic's mid-game lineup. It seems like they are already falling off before the mid-game even started. And also Centaur is going for the heart himself too. So just imagine both of these heroes have heart on Fnatic's side and tethered to each other. How are they gonna die?
Yeah. Yeah, and you see a lot of this in the SEA teams. They have like a very familiar playstyle. You know, they have heroes that they're going to stick with. Like TNC, you're going to see like what? The Morphling Earthshaker combination. And this one, Fnatic seems to have this IO Centaur maybe. I mean, yeah, the Elder Titan is definitely on this list as well. But with double heart and this healing, is this a new thing?
Yeah, I think this might be the new thing. This may actually be the new thing. All I want to see now is the Morph Shaker versus IO +1. That's all I want to see. That's literally a gorilla versus the King Kong.
All right, so Smoke here, Neon just doing whatever they can to get back in this game. They know exactly where they are, though, and they're kind of in a bad spot. And if anything,
So
maybe you
away.
go for the T1 mid, because I don't think you're going to get in bottom in time.
Neon 5-man smoke gang, the mid tier 1 tower.
Worth.
Hashtag worth, but yeah, it's a very tough position they are in right now for Neon. They don't really have a good angle for them to penetrate to Fnatic, and Fnatic side, this is the time for smoke. They are using the smoke to cross the map, and they are gonna find someone if Neon they don't retreat right now.
Yeah, it looks like they're about to try to cut them off. They're making a nice rotation. This is a great play after taking the T2. But Natsumi's in the Roshan pit. And it looks like with the 30-minute mark, is going to just scout out most of this. The Sunray's on point, though. Moon goes in. Now he goes right for Natsumi. Natsumi, on the other hand, hasn't used the BKB yet. But they're looking to turn this around. John Well's already down. The egg does go off. And it looks like Playhard goes down as well. Yopaj is trying to fight and run for his life. Natsumi caught on the wrong side of the river. And he does die. Yopaj burning. And the stun. And they do kill Yopaj as well. The relocate is so on point. Raven, my gosh. What can he not do?
Tell me about that. I don't know. I don't know what can this guy not do.
Well, he can not answer my phone calls, because that's what I do. No. Sorry, I'm not a stalker. I'm just totally joking.
Yeah, but poor Natsumi just get kited over and over again in every single team fight. Every time he walks in a team fight, oh, it's you against Centaur. Like, I just don't want to see your face in the team fight, Natsumi says, but he's gonna have to get a dagger before he can ask for any luxury like that. He really wants to just jump onto the Elder Titan or Phoenix right now, but even them, they're pretty hard kill for the Ursa to just burst down before Moon comes in, before IO comes in. Half-time overall for Natsumi.
Oh, they found John Well. They pulled him back. The Spirit Ball's getting in on the action as well, and they've just done so much damage. Mazaros is like, all right, let's just go for T4s. I mean, they can't kill us. But this combination of IO, Centaur, and the fact that you have the Phoenix heal on top of this, like, the healing is insane.
It is insane. 93 HP regen on Mazaros.
Oh, Moon goes in. He goes right for Scam. Moon is getting a little low. Doesn't he? Be careful. He BKB's back. The Stampede is going to be used, and that's a disengage. But Yopaj is in, and he's going to go forward. He's got the Remnant, and he just TPs away with his BKB. But I think okay, that was super close. I thought they had enough right-click damage.
Now, I just want to talk about this Mazaros going for power trap things. It looks very little, but it actually helps it so much in terms of tower taking. Look at him, he's just doing so much damage from the return. Oh, Natsumi though. Popping Enrage for this though.
Popping Enrage and Overpower. And yeah, he was a little low, but I mean, he's a Centaur heart, Raven tethered, healing. Like, I don't know how you deal with this monster, this combination.
Alright, the heart is coming on Raven. I just want to look at the HP regen of the Centaur now.
Oh, Moon goes in as well. Yopaj gets silenced. Does he? Be careful. He's been burning, but here he sleight of fist and he gets stomped and he backs away and he does fall in the end. Earth Splitter's gonna be used in more of a zoning one, but Scam is on the back, Blood right as well, and all they can do is just call GG at this point. 32 minutes, 110.
128 HP regen when the overcharge is activated. Oh, this is such a clean game on Fnatic. They just have the best strat for IO. And teams, do you still want to give the IO to Fnatic? I don't think so.
You have to respect Bandit, I think, at this point. Like, they've proven to, that they can't deal with this. And if anything, at this point, they can't even kill Raven, which is the craziest part.
I mean, like Raven is making IO look so easy, honestly. And then yeah, Fnatic they just have a perfect draft for IO, and like mind you, this is the first big IO once again. And Fnatic every time they're just picking all these best heroes that work so well around IO. Just you see so many different synergy that IO can create for the team. So it feels like you can never ban all the heroes that fit IO, because they can always, like, IO just activates so many other heroes. You, like, today you can tether him to Centaur, another day you can tether him to Monkey King on Moon. So I think the only way that you can best counter this hero is just to ban it out.
Yeah, I think you have to respect this. And I mean, they're willing to first pick it first phase, right? Like, so, you know what I mean? Like, I'm pretty sure enemy teams have no idea how to deal with this, at least in, in the league that we've seen, in SCA, that is. But this is on point. It's too strong. They need to figure it out. And you have, once you ban, if you don't ban it, then you have too many other heroes that you need to ban. So it just becomes like Pandora's box in a way.
Yeah, I feel like this is what, the top teams do, though. They'll just always, let go of the best hero of the other team and trying to counter them. And then if it doesn't work, okay, game 2, maybe we'll just ban it out. Yeah. So that's probably going to happen on Neon side, because they know how important it is for them to win this series. So yeah, game 2, we're going to see. I think Neon, they definitely underperformed this game. Yeah. It doesn't feel like the top 1 Neon that we have seen throughout the entire league. So hopefully they'll bounce back.
Yeah. All right, so let's take a quick break, and then we'll go into game 2. We'll see you in a bit.
See you in a bit.